Hey there! Today I'm going to showcase the hike to Fletcher Peak by way of the Rain Tree Trail in the Mount Charleston Wilderness. Technically, the trail we start on is called North Loop, but we are only taking it as far as the Rain Tree, which is why we call it the Rain Tree Trail. The trailhead starts right off the roadway and is immediately a long, slow uphill trudge. As we pass the wilderness sign, we continue with the long uphill trudge. Yeah, I said trudge. The grade is just steep enough to require some effort, and the elevation adds to that strain. I realize, of course, how hard it is to tell elevation gain or grade from a photo, but you may be able to recognize the slight uphill here. Here's the actual recording of my hike through the AllTrails app. The black dot is the trailhead at the roadway, and where you see the little jut out double back is where the rain tree is located. To help quantify the effort you'll put in, here are the numbers for my recorded hike. As you can see, those first couple trudge miles gain over 600 feet across 1 mile hiked. If I did my math right, that's a 13% grade. Next, I've queued up some video of the hike a little past that wilderness sign we saw earlier. I haven't sped this up, so feel free to jump ahead or play at double speed for the next 45 seconds or so. So there's the end of that video. Welcome back. Even though this hike was in June, there were still many wildflowers along the trail. When I can, I like to take photos of the plants and animals to upload to iNaturalist. If you haven't heard of iNaturalist, it's a citizen science project. Observations I collect help to track biodiversity across the globe. It's also an easy way to identify species. If the automated system doesn't find a match, then other experienced folks will help identify it for you. Now this yellow daisy appears to just be a blurry photo, but actually when we zoom in, hopefully you can see I was taking a photo of the spider webs attached to it. You may have to look super close. This next photo is upside down, and I could easily fix that, but let's have some fun with it. Do you ever feel like you have to hang onto the ground to keep from floating away? Apparently this is a type of lupine. The lupine family is home to the state wildflower of Texas, the bluebonnet. I believe this one is actually a silvery lupine. There were multiple places on this hike that were the more drab colors until suddenly you get the pop of some bright red flowers. These appear to be the desert paintbrush. This very bright little star-shaped flower appears to be some kind of phlox. Once we reach this sign, you're very close to the actual rain tree, and it's time to turn around and take a right on the way back to start the trail to Fletcher Peak. At higher altitudes, there are a great number of these dead trees that have these amazing textures. I believe this is entirely from exposure to the wind, which sandblasts the bark away and creates this beautiful texture. I may have to try sandblasting an old stump sometime to see if I can get this result myself. I happened across a ladybug taking a break on one of these as well. And here's a close-up of some of the textures I'm talking about. Now I'll cue up another video, this time of the hike towards one of several false summits which come back out with a view of the actual peak. Our final video is of the area heading up to the actual peak. There are a few places here you'll need to step over logs, and you may even have to search for the trail for a few seconds. As before, feel free to hit that double speed button, or enjoy a minute of hiking ASMR here. Finally, I reached the peak. At the time of the video, there was a geocache at the top which had a logbook, this fun sign, and a painted stone. Naturally, I took a selfie and you can see where Vegas is in relation to the peak. Here are a few more shots taken from the peak. As always, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.